The devotional I had, it was Zephaniah 3:14-20. It was a few days ago, and it really struck my heart and applied it for my life. And a lot of you are going through things. So it's again Zephaniah 3:14-20. In the beginning passage, it talks about, here I'll put it on screen. It talks about Zion, and as we know, Zion refers to Israelites and or God's people, saints. So I was pretty amazed because you go through and there's all these trials. And so pretty much we're in a situation the people could not do anything. They were helpless. So we've all been in situations like that, more than others, or some less. And some of you are going through torrential things, and then others are really having the time of your life, I should say, because 2024, I heard, is supposed to be an incredible year with many blessings, and many of them haven't happened for us either. So I'm going through, back on Zephaniah 3:14-20, I'm going through this passage, and what hit my heart was how God delights in us. In midway, I believe it is, how God takes delight in us. And there's another passage that talks about how God honors us, and you would think it's reversed, how we're supposed to honor God. And same thing in this passage where it talks about God taking delight in us. And I think for God to take delight in us, that would be spending time with Him. It would be praying to Him, being in His Word, taking actions for Him, and then just being in alignment. And of course, we just fail, and it's just matter of getting back up and starting fresh, almost like a new day. So I thought that was pretty amazing that God takes delight in us, and I think about my dogs, and I love my girls. They're, to me, a delight. I enjoy having them for the most part. There's times, of course, you feel like you're gonna pull your hair out, and you get all mad at them when they get into stuff or what have you. But for the most part, I really take delight in my dogs, and that's probably the closest thing to how God would take delight in me, as an example. And so going through the passage, it talks about God rescuing. It talks about Him taking us home, and it's a foreign land, it sounds like, and He's rescuing the Israelites. I believe it's the Israelites. And so, a lot of us may feel trapped in our situations. You may feel like the wilderness or the things you're going through are just stretching out, and some things do take action. It's on our end that we may have to work harder, we may have to work smarter, we may have to change up things so that we're not in the same situation. However, God places times and situations for us, and then they could be learning experiences, of course, for Him, so that we can stretch, so that we can grow together with people and be better for mankind. So at the end of the passage, in verse 20, it really spoke to me because it talked about how God rescues, how He brings us home. He can get us out of our situation. And then prior to that, it talks about how He deals with our enemies, brings justice. Whatever He does, He takes care of all the wrongs that people have done to us. And of course, we're not going to always see how he does that. So I just